You've been waiting for it. Now it's here. Rachel Zegler finally breaking her silence. And did she learn anything? Did she pick up any lesson of life from what happened with all the strife surrounding Snow White and the $300 million historic flop on her shoulders? No, like a boulder, Rachel Zegler is nothing but rolling downhill. She's learned nothing. She accepts nothing, except, well, it's on you. That, according to Zeg. Hello, folks. Hello, friends. Welcome back yet again to the channel that never changes. It just keeps rolling with the truth in tow, capital T. You know it. Today, we're talking about Rachel Zegler. She has learned nothing, nada, and she is raging at all of you for daring not to go see her movies, West Side Story and Snow White. It's all right to click the like button, and if you see the hype, it's always ripe to hit the hype. Folks, it's Zegler news. Maybe the last time. I know. Let's dive in right now. Rachel Zegler addresses backlash to woke Snow White reboot and vows, I refuse to assimilate for anybody else's comfort after humiliating box office disaster. Ladies and gentlemen, this is new. Came out March 9th. It's talking about something that just came out. I'm not making this up. Zegler has finally spoken out. And if you had any doubt whether or not she was going to have pulled a Brie Larson and learned her lesson, the answer is no. Rachel Zegler is unrepentant to the maximum. She is filled with rage and hatred at you because you stopped going to see The Winged Victory. Rachel Zegler has opened up about the backlash she faced after being cast as Snow White in Disney's 2025 box office bomb. The actress, 24, branded it a very confusing time. After growing up proud of her Colombian Polish heritage before vile trolls claimed her skin was not the right color to play the fictional fairy tale princess. Now, I know, folks, revisionist history and all, but I don't recall this being the way it went down. I recall Zegler being the one who started the thing by when she was announced as Snow White saying she was not going to bleach her skin. I don't think anybody, nobody knew who she was at the time. She did this to herself. Rachel spoke to Harper's Bazaar in the UK. This is the brand new thing. While posing for a stunning floral-themed spring shoot, as she vowed never to assimilate for anybody else's comfort. I don't think that's what hurt Snow White and destroyed her career. But anyway, she told the publication that she'd not only faced trolling, but also threats to her safety, which, Lauren, isn't that amazing that the exact same thing she is accused credibly of having done to Gal Gadot is the thing she's now claiming was done to her. Isn't that amazing?
This script is just so tired. Nobody wants to hear this garbage anymore. Just go away.
Right. Leave into obscurity. Or learn your lesson. We love a redemption story, but she is nowhere near that. She says, I was told I wasn't enough of one thing for West Side Story and too much of another thing for Snow White. It was really confusing. It was a really confusing time to be in my early 20s and hearing that. I grew up.
I can clear this up for her. It is possible that you were too much of one thing for West Side Story and not enough of another thing for Snow White. That is actually a possibility. It's possible you were not the right person for the role. You're not guaranteed to get every role that you want to be in, and you're not perfect for every role that you're cast for. I hope that clears things up for you.
You know, you're gonna hurt the fifis again. You're gonna do it, Lauren. You're not empowering. You're not validating.
The entitlement of this spoiled brat is honestly disgusting. It's just, you're 24 years old, you're a spoiled brat, go and learn some humility, perfect your craft, come back and take a role that is appropriate for you to play, knock it out of the park, and you'll win the adulation that you think you're due.
She says, I grew up proud of being a Colombian, eating the food, la comida, wearing the dresses, drinking the café, doing all the things that were so intrinsic to who she was as a kid and who she is as an adult. But, she says, I do think there's an argument to be made that, she says, in the public eye, at least, when you're two things, you're simultaneously nothing. But I refuse to assimilate for anybody else's comfort. She went on, if I'd been able to predict everything that would come my way, the threats to my safety, I would have just thrown my phone into the ocean. I think any sane person would have. Yet she wants back there. She says, I long for a time when it's not taboo to talk about and explore in a way that is universal and accessible. Everybody deserves to understand what's going on in their own mind and heart. Okay, so that's Zegler. She's learned a lot, eh? She's really learned a lot. I bet the studios are ready to bring her back. I can't imagine how you could do much worse in terms of resurrecting your career than that. Because every studio that thought, you know what? She might have put her co-star in danger, but let's give her a chance. She checks a lot of boxes. She comes out and she does this, and they go, nope. She's dynamite. She will blow up whatever we put her in. That's the lesson here. She's learned the lesson. Steph?
First off, thank you for saying that you stopped coming and seeing the winged victory. That was, I
They will stand
for a really long time
and wait in line.
The winged victory. Nobody's. Oh my gosh, that was so funny that you stopped saying winged victory. I'm sorry, I didn't want to laugh out loud. I was trying to hold it in.
Victory.
That was so funny. Good job. But no, she hasn't learned anything. She will be a forever victim, and she will constantly talk about the Snow White backlash because she's a narcissist. And that's what narcissists do. They refuse to acknowledge that they've done anything wrong. They refuse to take any type of responsibility. They will shift the blame. They will never see that they are the thing that is wrong. They are what's wrong. They are what needs to change, and she'll never do that. She won't change. She will always just shift the blame or play the victim. In this case, I do think it is funny that because of what she wrote on Twitter, Gal Gadot had to double her security. She had to double her security. And yet here comes Rachel Zegler saying, oh, I'm the one that was being threatened. I'm the one that had threats on my life. And you know what? She for her sake, she probably did. I mean, it is the internet. But Gal Gadot, like legitimately, they had to pay for extra security for her because of Rachel Zegler, and she won't acknowledge that she did anything wrong. She didn't do anything wrong. She's not going to learn her lesson, and nothing is going to change when it comes to this actress. I think that from here on out, she will probably be box office poison if she's not like in some sort of ensemble. But I mean, even then, the ensemble would have to be with actors that people are willing to go to the box office for, because she was in that one movie. I don't even remember what it was called with the little robots, and This Is the End type movie.
Oh yeah, that did terrible too. Y2K.
Yeah, and that did terrible as well. So at this point, I'm going to be shocked if she lands another role. I think I heard that she was doing a movie with Marissa Tomei. But
it has no distributor. That's what we covered like 2 weeks ago.
They're still shopping around for a distributor for that movie. So I really think that she is a liability for studios at this point. And it kind of, honestly, she did it to herself, and it really sucks because she had a very promising career. She was incredibly lucky that she did a video for Steven Spielberg. He saw it, he loved her, and he promoted her to everyone. He made sure that who did the Snow White movie? Mark Webb? Is that?
Yeah. What a recall
to put in a good word for Rachel Zegler. He texted Rachel Zegler that she got the role before the director let her know that she got the role. Like she's talked about all of these things. So she had so much potential with her career, and she just completely squandered it and refuses to take responsibility. And not only that, the fact that she's saying like, I refuse to assimilate while talking about how she's is Colombian and stuff. Girl, you are American. Okay, there's no assimilation required. You already live here, and you take advantage of all of the things that are given to you as an American. You're already assimilated. Like, I don't understand why she's saying that. The only reason she's using the word assimilation is to once again virtue signal because of everything that is going on with ICE. Like that is the only reason.
Oh, that's a great point.
Yeah. Weird.
Andy, I thought that this is going to go differently. I'm going to be honest with you. I really thought that somebody was going to become her handler, her PR, publicist. You know, somebody was going to come in there and say, all right, here's how we're going to doctor this. Here's how your comeback, here's how we make it happen. She is utterly self-destructive. There is no stopping her.
Steph kind of nailed it on the head there with she's got a little bit of talent. She got noticed. She got really, really lucky. That's the key point, lucky. She's got some talent. I won't say that she doesn't. She's not that good. She's not Audrey Hepburn good. She's not Maureen O'Hara good. She's not like Charlize Theron pretty. She's not, breathtaking. She's not voluptuous like Sydney Sweeney and eye-catching. She's going to be crying when AI takes her job. She's never going to learn from it then either. It's AI's fault. It's AI's fault that I wasn't a success. But right there, she's the reason why AI is going to take over, because insufferable little
brats, Andy, brats,
yes,
like
brat. That's
like processed
brat.
meat in Wisconsin, a brat.
She's the reason why people will go to AI and are sick of Hollywood. They're sick because of this. It's like being lectured to somebody. It's like, I loved it when J.K. Rowling came out with Emma Watson, and you find out that Emma Watson was like very well off before she ever got the role as the actress. And then she's 14 years old and a multimillionaire and will never have to but I'm glad to see that she's now marrying a billionaire, because living like the rest of us in touch with reality.
Oh, did Emma find a billionaire finally?
Yeah. How about
I thought she was dating herself forever. Okay, good for Emma. Good for Emma.
Batteries run out.
Yeah. Hey, Wiz, you know who I feel sorry for besides Emma and the billionaire?
Who's that?
I feel sorry for 40-year-old Zegler, because I don't think she's going to find a billionaire, Wiz.
No, I you hear this, and she's coming out the woodwork now, and clearly trying to revive the ashes of her career. But I want to say something really quick, almost not to her defense, certainly not to her defense, but you can't be in the limelight. You can't be the center of attention in the world. You can't be on the poster of the Disney movies and Spielberg movies and not hear from the people. And when you hear from the people, and when you hear from the internet, you're gonna hear a lot of negative stuff. Some of it's warranted, some of it's not. A lot of it's the nastiest things you could imagine. It's just how it is here on the internet. I'm a guy that dresses like a wizard, and I got death threats for saying Nintendo's too much money. It just happens.
Well, Wizard, you did cross a line there. Hey, Wizard, can I translate this for Zegler real quick? El pueblo negativo. I don't want her to have to assimilate to understand what you're saying. Go ahead.
That's right. We wouldn't want to put that kind of pressure on her. But you're going to get ridicule from people. And you have to take that, and if you were actually honest with yourself, you would have to ask, does this person have a point, or are they just trying to project and lash out and hurt me? And based on this article, and based on what she said in the past, she's not capable of asking that mirroring question. Does this person who's saying that I am wrong, do they have a point? Is there something I can learn from this? Can I better myself and come back? And unfortunately, somebody here said, I thought she would have I think, Pro, it was you. I thought you would have a PR person by now. That would be. Unfortunately, I fear this is a PR person that's telling her to do this. I think it is a PR person. And she would be better off. I hear, Rachel, I'm going to give you advice. Do this. Shut up. Do nothing. Go work.
Right.
Go, literally, go work. Go do some stage plays. Go make some friends. And really work on your craft, because Andy and Steph have been right. You're not that great, but you could get better, and you just become the underdog. This is a marketing trick. You need to shut up. Stop talking. You have to win the audience. Do you want to get paid? Do you want to get that billionaire boyfriend like Hermione Granger? You gotta shut up and get to work. Okay?
Hermione listened to him. Hermione listened to Wizard. You listen to him too.
I'm so serious right now. Go to work. Do. I don't care if it's community theater. You impress people. You start shaking hands and kissing babies, and you be as nice as you can, and you win back the audience. You're not going to win 100%, but I think all you need is a good 10% of that audience back of goodwill. You get 10%, and that's going to take you years to do. But you do that, and you might have a chance of getting that lucky strike again back. I don't know. But this is terrible, because everything Andy said was right. She's just going to we're just going to keep making fun of her. Like the chat, just comments are going to keep rolling in. You're not changing anything.
What's funny is that she's talking about all the hate and the backlash that she's received, as if and the threats or whatever, as if she's hasn't participated in that type of activity herself. Because if you go back to her tweets, I have a few that are screenshot, but like if you go back to her tweets, she was terrible to Gina Carano. She would talk trash about Jeremy Renner.
Oh yeah.
So she understands that she's participated in it, and for her to once she reaches this, you know, oh, I'm a Disney princess type of celebrity status, she's like, what? People are terrible on the internet? I had no idea.
Towards me?
Like, towards me?
It must be because of my skin, of course.
Yeah. She could do a buddy cop movie with Amber Heard.
Oh, call it the Grumpies. Pulling Hollyweird to the sensible center, the mainstream middle where money is made is not easy, but folks, you make it easy to make videos each and every day because sharing time with you is a great honor, and we never take it lightly. An attitude of gratitude every single time we have the chance to shine with you. Until the next time, we only ask that you click that like button, share, subscribe, click it, stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. And folks, don't worry about paying any kind of tuition for this free class and how entertainment works. You are on scholarship. Highest IQ on the internet, that's you for sure. Until the next time we have the opportunity to spend time together, folks, we just ask that you keep learning, keep growing, and as ever, keep having fun.